up with you guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy Bridges on top. It's a pre-snap read. We here with it. And guess what, guys? I got my full, full, full family with me today, man. I'm happy about this thing because my family is with me. We all together. Like the High School Musical, they say we all in this together. We know, you know how I do. We all together, man. But you already know I gotta introduce this boy first, and I gotta say the best for last. So you already know how we get down. This boy a dog eat dog world. This boy get the statistics right, man. He come with the statistics, he come with the facts, he's straight to the point. My boy Jerry Goodson, man, what's up with you, man?
What's up, man? Glad to be here, man. Be good in the building. Y'all boys, follow me on IG. BOOQER_T.
Definitely. And we've been missing the lovely lady of the free snap read, man. She keeps the show together. She is the glue. She is that I don't know what when you're on a bike and that little thing be turning. She one of them. She keep us going. She keep us in line. You already know she from the boot. You already know the dance. She get the gat and everything. Girl, this is my girl Robin McGee. What's up with you?
Hey, I'm back. Wow, it's been a time. It's been a long
Yes,
time.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All of us just coming off of the homecoming high. You
Literally,
know,
yeah. We had to bring it back together. We've
yeah,
been
cause
missing out in action together.
yeah, cause
Too much.
we was up here. we was up here riding the wave.
We off to
Nah,
the
nah.
moon.
Yeah,
So much has
yeah.
occurred.
So much, so much. But thank you guys for tuning in. You already know how we do it. Make sure if you're on Scotty 2.0, make sure you go to Bridges on Top, subscribe, like, share to a friend. Make sure you subscribe or make sure you follow Pre-Snap Read on Instagram. And I on Instagram and Twitter. I almost said Instagram and IG, but on Instagram and Twitter. You already know how we do it. Make sure you like, comment, be in the comment section. Let us know what you think. But you already know how we do it. Robin, go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, so we got some big games coming up this weekend, specifically centered around JSU. They're playing Texas Southern University this weekend. And it's just a lot of attention, a lot of numbers are going to be pulled from this game. And when we talk about numbers, we're talking about like attendance, we're talking about ticket sales. We're just talking about just an overall impacting of the season. I feel like this is the game of the season, essentially. We can kind of argue that. So yeah, College Game Day made their trip down to Jackson State. And is the game going to be in Jackson State, right? Or is it going to be in Texas? Y'all know? Is this a home
So
game for Jackson State?
they had my bad, Robin. They had College Game Day last week,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, so it was for me personally, it was enjoyable. Like the fans were there, the crowd was there, the crowd was chanting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, and you know how Dion is. Who is swag,
Mm-hmm.
baby. I am swag, baby, and just look at this, man. Like this is literally amazing. It's literally amazing just seeing what can an HBCU bring to television. It's over a million, 2.3 in the final hour, and the best since 2009. That's unbelievable. Like just to
Yeah.
hear stats like that and statistics like that, and knowing what can we bring to TV, what can we bring to ESPN is amazing, man.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy event. If you watched it on television, how many people were out there? Like the people that were kind of tuned in and inviting to the culture. Like I can't remember the analyst's name, but he was getting the crowd into it. Ron, what's his
Pat
name? The guy,
McAfee. Pat
Pat McAfee.
McAfee.
Yeah, he got Jackson State fans into it. It was a great show. Stephen A. Smith was there with his HBCU pride jacket on. It was a lot going on. It was an amazing event. Amazing event. I think what he did for that with that event will probably have Jackson State sold out for the rest of the season. I can say that boldly because it was televised to the world. Now it's like, hey, on College Game Day, let me go see what Jackson State got going on.
That's and this game, okay, so now I see it. I see this was on the week 9 of College Game Day. So, but this was their first trip to Jackson State ever, if I'm understanding that right. Like they had never been to Jackson State before. And I see that they had 1,800,000 viewers like at once. And then in the final hour for this whole College Game Day segment, they had 2.3 million viewers. So that just goes back to what you were saying, you know, Ron. It's like this is a big step for them marketing wise, exposure wise, especially since they've been just in the news for all the right reasons in the past, you know, really the year. So it's just like this is only capitalizing on what they're already doing. So yeah, I'm hoping that College Game Day can take this and like use it as their advantage to visit other HBCUs as well. Like, of course, we are highlighting, congratulating, acknowledging Jackson State and everything that they've been doing. But like, this is all the more reason to be like, hey, okay, let's, you know, get College Game Day to all these other schools as well. Southern or Gremlin, FAM, whomever out there, you know what I'm saying? So this is good. I think this is a good step in their direction because the numbers don't lie. I mean, they're coming out with statistics that it was Game Day's best 9-week start since 2009, like decade ago and more. So that's dope. Good job.
So, I mean, the thing they want to think about, though, I hope they don't think about it as it being a part of Deion and not a part of HBCUs.
But you know they're gonna think about that anyway.
Right.
Somebody out there is gonna think about that. So they're gonna say, Deion. If it hadn't been for Deion, then they wouldn't be there.
Exactly. I mean, that may be true. They may not have gone to Jackson State, but my thing is, they didn't. All these viewers did not tune in just because of Deion. It's because of the brand of Jackson State. That those two together have brought this 2.3 million viewers of on this program. So I hope they can look at that in a holistic mindset or image, so they can be able to see that it's more than just Deion that's making this happen.
But Gary, just to piggyback off of you, how these TV things like stuff works. They know what area is the viewers are picking up that. They know what area code these viewers are picking up that. Like if they want to do all the analytics and all the other stuff, they know it's majority in the hood that people are watching College Game Day for that week. They know where their viewerships are going to. So, they're going to go back and look back at it and be like, okay, this is something that works. This is something that we need to continuously to do because literally it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it's not the first time, College Game Day has ever been to an HBCU. Like they've been before, but I think it's now no more than I feel like a lot of times we'll say that they've just been checking things off a box. Oh, let's just make sure we throw in an HBCU every now and again. I feel like this decision was more intentional. Like College Game Day is like not only, of course, checking a box, which is always going to be a situation, but like they're actually making an effort to see, dang, what do they have going on? Like we actually want to coverage it and we actually want to bring attention to it like any other school out there. I feel like that's kind of what's separating, College Game Day at Jackson State now versus how they've been to like FAMU back in 2008 or whatever it was. Like it was years before, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's also a really good, acknowledgement for College Game Day. Whoever's on staff, I feel like they got some different people that's like, all right, let's do it again, but for the right reasons.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I like this little your little edits to the font and stuff. I said, oh, now we're in bold. Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, I need to start changing it up. It's around Thanksgiving. That looked like kind of, I was trying to get close to the Thanksgiving color, but it ain't really that close though.
Listen, next week you should do black or purple because Black Panther comes out next week. Put your hooks down, Jerry. This we gotta come on the show like this next week.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, shoot, gotta support. Shoot, I may try to get me a Black Panther mask. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but
Hey, look, all the Halloween costumes are 50% off, so you might be able to
50.
find one. For
Yeah, they're
put that on Amazon Prime. Rush that thing.
Literally.
I'm gonna be
Literally. No,
Bumpy.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that definitely makes
That
sense.
tracks.
Yep, that definitely makes sense. Sure. But moving on to the next topic that doesn't make sense.
This is another scary sight of, another HBCU bus full of students are getting pulled over in South Carolina. Ron, gotta get your state together, big dog.
them boys. What they got going on, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Literally, like from where they stopped them at, in Spartanburg, literally it's like 25 minutes away from where I stay at. So I mean, I understand how South Carolina is it's still in the 80s. Like literally, all through up in South Carolina, it's 80s, 90s. It's not going to change, Yeah, I came here to Florida. I was like, the liquor store stay open to when? Back home, the liquor store closed at like 7. And if you ain't there, you just ain't there. So, it's a very Bible Belt place. It's a very, not even rural. It's just very country and wide open. And a lot of people still have the same mindset back in the 70s. So,
you said country and what? Country and what? What was the W word?
Wide open.
I thought you were going a different. I thought you were going a different direction with that W. Okay, that's fine.
Shoot. But from what I saw on the video, like the police said, y'all.
I'm so sorry, but Jerry is a clown.
I just didn't hear what my boy said. That's all. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ron. We're listening for you.
I'm trying to be serious. Oh my gosh. Because this is a serious matter.
It really is. But you know what? Was to piggyback off of the laughter, we always gonna make something like this into like something funny. Because that's just us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we all, because it's like it's one of those things where you just gotta laugh to keep from crying, because we're in 2022. It don't matter where we are in this world. I feel like we are still beyond that, but we're still holding ourselves back for whatever reason of being in this, like you said, going back to the 80s, 70s, 60s, really. You know what I'm saying? We want to really date back. But for those of you who don't know, so the story lies where Shaw University actually is not even, this school is in Raleigh, North Carolina, down the street from Raleigh, right? Shaw University. So they're trying to, I'm assuming, get home. Kind of very similar situation that happened in for the Delaware State team when they were in, where were they? Georgia when they were stopped?
They were pulled over in Georgia. Pulled over and searched.
Pulled over and searched as well. Yeah. But same situation occurred in Spartanburg County where a search was conducted by one of the county deputies. I always feel like it's always the deputies or like the state troopers. Like it's always them. I just feel like they just take their job a little too seriously. But anyway, neither here nor there. So essentially, like this was back in October. And it was like on a Monday morning. And they basically did a search that included things that they wanted to seize as far as contraband, narcotics, illegal weapons, cash, all of these different things, right? And their argument was, again, this is just something that they've done before whenever they see things that, are remotely close to what could be essentially drug trafficking, whatever. They want to take precautions. And I'm just like, but sir, like, I feel like and I don't know, because I'm not a cop, I'm not a deputy, I'm not a sheriff, so I don't know exactly what type of evidence you're searching for in order to be like, oh yeah, that bus looked like it got contraband on it. Hey, I don't know what protocol you use for that, but even still, I just feel like the amount of respect that these officers, deputies, whoever have for certain population of people and certain races and ethnicities when it comes to students of people, and that same energy isn't applied, that's where we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we see y'all, the stuff is going to come out. Like before, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't camera, there wasn't social media, there wasn't internet where all of this information was accessible. Right. So y'all could lie and be like, oh yeah, we was being respectful, or they actually had something. No, y'all can't even do that no more. When y'all gonna learn that we gonna see everything y'all see or y'all do in real time? Now it's live. You can't even record videos anymore. We can put you on live, sir. We see you.
Like, I mean,
like this is broadcasting. We out here mini reporters.
Yeah.
That's what the world is turned into, mini reporters, like live in action.
I mean, to piggyback off of that, like going back to Delaware State, when they were pulled over in Georgia, the police even lied. They lied and said nobody was searched. I looked it up and they said nobody was searched, but it's body cams on the officers searching all these children's bags. So I mean, if they're gonna lie about that, they're probably lying about a lot of different things. And going back to Shaw, I feel like they're doing the same thing. They're saying, hey, this is something that we do to every situation. We just knew this bus. I know y'all not pulling over every bus on the highway, you know. Exactly. And they said they had tinted windows, but we can see in the video it was during the day, and we all know during the day, if you look up at the bus, you can see heads of people in there. And they tried to say like it was an empty bus. They thought it was an empty bus carrying narcotics. And I'm like, man, it sounds like a bunch of bull to me. Another situation of stereotyping and hurting our image. You know, it's crazy to me.
You know, going back to what you were saying, you know, Jerry, just in regards of like the bus and like what it looked like. And one of the officers, I guess I'm assuming he's one of the officers that was on the scene, was just like, oh, well, the bus was unmarked, right? And because the bus was unmarked with tinted windows, we had no idea and no way to know who was on that bus. Now, here's my argument. Once you pulled them over and proceeded to see who was on the bus, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is that? How are you going to be able to go around that reasoning of, first of all, you're saying you didn't know who or what was on the bus, but then when you found out, what gave you the inclination to continue to search? So if we were a bunch of old women, you know what I'm saying, with crochet needles and stuff, would you still would have searched on an unmarked bus with tinted windows? Like, make it make sense, sir. Like, you had to have thought something else in addition to seeing those young men on, or yeah, I don't even know what team was this.
It was a lacrosse team.
Yeah, lacrosse.
This was a lacrosse team
yeah,
from Shaw University. Was it men or women?
I believe it was women's.
I'm really trying to find more information on this. I feel like that's another thing. Like, they don't even have a lot of information.
You ain't, especially Spartanburg County, they don't know how to read or write. That's all the information you're gonna get right now.
Like, what? I didn't search like 5 different articles.
That's all I need to know.
Robin, you may see 5 different articles, but those 5 different articles gonna say the exact same thing. But
Ron, like, you were telling no lies. Like, every article I see is they have stopped a group of Black students from Shaw University. That tells me nothing, baby.
Exactly.
You know,
all the articles are gonna say
honestly, regardless, it still the whole situation is they want to argue that they weren't racially profiling, whatever. You are a damn lie. Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? I feel better with the people who say they feel threatened. At least that tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you can be like, okay, you perceived something. You telling me this was just casual? That's scary. You know what I'm saying? That's scary just because you just felt like it that day. Come on now, stop it. Has nothing to do with racism. Get out of here. But
on top of that, I was watching the interview, and it was the Black cop. He's the one that really had left a bad taste in my mouth, because they interviewed with him, and he was like, I don't see color. my department, we don't see color, and that is the
You
worst.
need
I
to.
hate people say it. I really hate it.
Derek, no, because I'm letting y'all go because this is my town. I can talk about my area as long as I don't give a flipping flam. One of them look like a skinhead. That's what one of the police look like. He looked like a skinhead and he chewed tobacco on the regular and pick up roadkill. That's what one of them looked like. And the other one looked like what's the dude off Forrest Gump talking about shrimp? What's his name?
Bubba?
Barbecue shrimp,
Bubba.
buffalo shrimp. I like shrimp
dog.
I like
man.
Y'all gonna leave him out of this.
That's what he looked like. He looked like he a little bit. Looked like he got held back 3-4 times. That's what he looked like.
Hey.
So then number two, once you got on the bus and you saw the bus driver, he halfway looked like he can't speak no type of English. He looked like a Hispanic. That's number two. Number three, once you saw all the people on the bus and they had the pullovers talking about Shaw University lacrosse, y'all should have just said, okay, my bad. I'm about to dip out. Y'all have a good day. Drive safely. Do y'all need a little escort driving through Spartanburg? That's what you should have did. But no, y'all want to make an ass out yourself. And guess what? You're the ass. Guess what? You the donkey of the day, like Charlamagne said. You're the donkey of the day. So guess what? Police want FaceTime. They get FaceTime now.
I'm literally a Bubba fan, and now I can not unsee Bubba. And thank you so much.
I like shrimp bobs. I like shrimp
salad. They just
shrimp
it's
fried
really
rice.
sad, but we're at this point, it's like we're not gonna get any. Well, we would want to. I'm not gonna speak that into existence that we're not gonna get better. It's just that it's gonna be a long time.
Well, I mean, the thing with me, what's problematic with the statement of I don't see color is you're not able to see the different situations that different cultures are facing. If you don't see color,
I agree.
You really can't fathom or empathize with those cultures. That's why I don't agree with that statement.
Right. To put it plainly, Jerry, if you don't see color, you really don't see anything at all. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to see me. I want you to see our differences. I want you to see how, like you just said, like you are essentially denying the differences and the uniqueness of different cultures, ethnicities, nationalities, all of those things by you saying that you don't see color. Like that doesn't make me feel supported or that, oh, he's not racist, he's not prejudiced, whatever. You sound stupid.
As hell.
Like, come on now, stop it.
Yeah.
But gotta do better, South Carolina. Gotta do better, Spartanburg County.
North Carolina, I'll tell you that.
You know what, You know what?
I heard North Carolina the best Carolina.
This one thing. DMX used to get arrested in Spartanburg County all the time. Like every month, somehow, some way. DMX.
You're not making it no better. Get it together.
Yeah, get it together, man. Get it together, man.
Well, on to bigger and better news. So I definitely alluded this in the beginning of the show about Jackson State and Texas Southern. Heyo, because I thought College Game Day was gonna be at that game. But anyway, this game I still believe is going to be the game of the season. Jackson State, Texas Southern, sold out game. Which, hey, listen, not saying that, you know, there's no other game in this season that could surmount to this, but it's going to be a tough draw because this game is going to come with a lot of power, a lot of passion. Texas Southern, where do you guys see this game? Do y'all feel like Texas Southern is going to give Jackson State some type of competition, or we feel like Jackson State is just going to eat them alive?
I mean, for me, Jackson State, this team is a very talented team. Each week they're putting points up on people, and other teams aren't scoring as much. We look at when they play FAM, we score 3 points. When they played Southern last week, how many points they scored?
Egg They put up
Yeah, we
a
still
head.
waiting on them to score right now. We're still waiting on them to score. So for me, Texas Southern, I think they'll score the most out of both of those games. Which if they scored 4 points, that would be the most. But I don't think Texas Southern. I don't think they have a chance. I don't think they have a chance to win. They're a good team. They're a very good team. I just don't think they're going to be in the same category as Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this. This is the Beatles. This is like the Beatles. This is like when LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh. This is like when the Yankees come to town. This is like, I'm trying to think, when Magic and Kareem would, go places, the crowds would get sold out. And right now we are reaping the benefit of Jackson State, of sellout crowds, of magnitudes of the game. Think about it. Alabama State got sold out. Their homecoming was lit. I'm trying to think of another game. They got good publicity. Southern got good publicity. So, like, every week is good publicity for a school. Even we got that good publicity when we played. And a lot of other schools are getting good publicity off their game. Just, we sold out homecoming. This week coming up, we play Southern. That's going to be another almost sellout crowd. So we are reaping the benefits of Jackson State just in our conference. And right now, I feel like they're the Alabamas and we're just the SEC. We just got to play up to their level.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Jackson State, they're the celebrities of HBCU athletics right now. They are the celebrities that everybody wants to go see. Anytime they go to a game, it's going to be sold out.
They man said Jackson State 31-7. Hey, yo, but it's for me, I think it's just the energy of the game. I think that's just where it's gonna be. It's just really gonna be in the energy of the fans, the game itself, the coaches, everything coming together. Now, could it be a blowout? Sure, but they still gonna have a good time. That's the people that's watching is still gonna have a good time. It's gonna be
Statement.
You know what I'm saying? That's some of our viewers out there. That's what they feel. They said it's still gonna be a blowout. But they're going into this game, undefeated, right? Like Deion Sanders just not gonna have that. Like, what I'm saying? Just let it go so easily just because they're in an away. But this is one of those games I feel like, don't count them out just yet. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm not saying that they're gonna win. I'm just saying it's gonna be a good game. That's it.
I mean, if Andrew Plotty play like Michael Vick, they may can do something. That's
they be able to do something, a little something.
They can do something. I ain't saying that they can win, but they can do something.
Yeah, and I mean, we gotta give one shout out to just reading one of these articles about Deion Sanders just saying to his players, following the passing of Takeoff, of like, he didn't want anybody to like leave the hotel or anything like that. Ahead, again, following the aftermath of Takeoff and things like that. So, RIP Takeoff. But already we're taking it seriously. Like they're taking everything with stride. You know what I'm saying? So I think overall is going to be a very good, energetic game.
Yeah. I like what he said as well. Because these young men, we never know where they're going. Some of these young men may be doctors, some of them may be lawyers, some may be professional football players, rappers. We don't know their career. But what we do know, they are black men in America. And that has to be taken into account every time you step outside your door. So I think he's making a good decision with keeping them indoors and kind of giving them a mindset of you do have to watch your back outside in society.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there it is.
People be hating out here, man. People be hating.
They be hating.
They be hating. Yeah. All right, we're gonna start with a recap of week 9. Get it started, Ron.
Oh, just like Jerry said, 35-2. We still trying to find that score.
Still trying to find the score. Good night.
I done email ESPN, Jerry done email Fox Sports, and got there. I told Robin to email Ballet Sports. We still ain't find the score for Southern. I don't know when it's gonna come in. It may come in next year, but just know it ain't here right now.
It's really sad because it's like, dang, y'all went out like that. That's crazy.
JSU, man.
That's
be
crazy.
honest with you, but me and Jerry was talking about this earlier. To be honest with you, it was the lack of quarterback play. Like Southern, literally, they had a chance to put points on the board. They had a chance to move the ball down the field. They had a chance to just McCray couldn't complete the passes or overthrowing his receivers. He just didn't step up in those times he was supposed to step up, and that really what hurt them in this game.
Yeah. That's what it seems like. It seems like that, and defense did not step up, do their job. So
never do.
There it is. Uh-oh. Ron. What's going on?
Kalani's on the hot seat today, though. What's going on,
Robert, listen up. Listen to this. I told Jerry this is going to be a trap game. This game was going to be something to watch because I told him we don't know what South Carolina State team is going to show up. And Morgan, boy, they were whooping ass and taking names.
Whooping ass and taking names.
South Carolina defense couldn't tackle a 20-foot pole. they were just out there they were trying to arm tackle air, and it just didn't look good for South Carolina, man. It just did not look good
at all.
It was bad. I mean, the rushing yards. I think one of the guys had over 200 rushing yards, I believe. But they was just getting ran all over, man. This South Carolina State team looks a lot different from the South Carolina State team we saw last year.
Yeah.
They're not performing as well. So
that's why I was mad when they beat Central. I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. We was doing good. We was doing great, man.
Gotta do better.
But I'm not mad because y'all lost. So that is.
Y'all lost.
All right, Grambling 35, Alcorn 6. We kind of knew. Well, I mean, at least I did. I kind of knew that this was going to be a winning game for Grambling. I didn't think that Alcorn was going to do nothing. Nope.
Really?
And I didn't think the distinction was going to be like that. Let me clarify. But I still, in my mind, I was like, Grambling's coming out with that.
Okay.
I picked Alcorn. I got 2 back-to-back losses. I picked Alcorn State and I picked South Carolina State. I think I did last week. So
I definitely picked South Carolina State to win that game against Morgan State.
Yeah.
But this, I was like, nah, Grambling got that.
Well,
go ahead, Ron.
You're looking good right now. Look like you got a good game plan. You keep your game plan going. You gave the G back to them boys, and them boys took the G with them. They ain't letting go of this G. We know what it feels like to not be a G, and we ain't letting that go. So they put a whooping on Alcorn, and for Alcorn, they need to figure out what they have to do because McNair. He really got to buckle down with these boys. I don't know if he lost the team because usually when you have 2 back-to-back losses like that, you kind of like lose the team. So, McNair need to rally up the troops, try to finish out strong this season because we still got 3-4 more games left. So,
I think that was Grambling's first conference win.
Yeah.
I think so.
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
And that's why I did not pick them to win. Simple as that. I mean, knowing Alcorn State as a program, man, historically they have had a good program. So I was going, hey, they come off a loss. I thought they were going to rebound, and this is going to be the game that they win because they're playing a team that has not won a conference game.
That's why I was saying that I knew that Grambling was going to do it because I feel like Alcorn was thinking that to their advantage as well.
Do you think because it was that fight last week? I mean, that fight 2 weeks ago, and after that, they just.
That's a good point.
I don't know because they've been losing the last couple of games prior to this game. Like I think that's their third game in a row losing.
They got some suspensions from that too, right? A lot of people got suspended, right?
That was last week's game.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
next game. The Magic City Classic.
Alabama State 24 versus Alabama A&M 17. Did y'all feel like this was gonna go that way? I actually was thinking the opposite. I gave Alabama.
I was thinking opposite too.
Yeah, I was picking Alabama State.
I'm
thinking Alabama State. I was going for Alabama A&M.
I'm going for my guys, Connell Manor, Kenneth Boulware, previous coach at Alabama State. I thought he has a lot more coaching experience than the coach at Alabama State. And to me, they're better coaches. But I felt like Alabama State had better athletes. But that's what my outtake of the game was.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And Alabama State coming off of I think a three or four losing streak against Alabama A&M. So, they had to win this game. Like they had to buckle down and win this game because being on those losing streaks is not good for a team. Definitely not good for a team at all.
I think it might be even more than that, to be honest with you.
True.
Yeah, it might be more than that.
Wow. North Carolina A&T 45, Campbell 38.
All right now.
This is good for A&T.
This game right here was a good game. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of people counted A&T out in the beginning of the season, but look at it now. They was picked to win the conference. Now they're ahead in the conference. They only have to win, like, I think 2 more conference games to, solidify that conference spot. So shout outs to A&T is just doing their job and, taking it game by game, because in the beginning of the year, we was like, oh yeah, they ain't got it. They done lost their magic. But now, look like they got it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if Campbell is not as there. I think they're at 500 right now. That's 4-4. That team, I thought coming a couple games ago, they lost 2 straight. They were 4-2, and they were playing Jackson State. And I was surprised that Jackson State lost. So again, this is a team with a back-to-back losing to HBCUs. I don't know if Mike Mental is going to lose that locker room or not, but it's not a good look for them. It's really a huge game for A&T. A&T, they had a great game against Campbell. I think they had one guy had over 250 rushing yards. And so they can't stop the run. A&T has always had great running backs. You got Tariq Cohen. You got Jamil Martin. I think that's his name. He played a couple years back. He's a great running back as well. So it's always hard to stop the run against A&T.
Yeah. I think this was also a big coaching game because the beginning of this game, first quarter, Campbell was in there like 28-10.
Yeah.
Going to second quarter, no scores. Third quarter, coming out from halftime. I don't know what those coaches was telling them young men at A&T, but they came back pushing, and Campbell said, hold on. Wait a minute. That's not the same team that was playing in the first quarter.
It was G-Ho. They had to win.
No, literally. Yeah, because everybody and their mama was there, and I know. They were all Listen, I was at FAM, so
she was.
I was. Even if it was for a day, I was there.
She was. Okay? She
said, but you didn't answer my question. You could have been at both.
I could not have, no, but G-Ho is not my thing. I'm a Central Eagle, okay? Legal Eagle, if you will. And I will be at my homecoming on Saturday against
You're going to be the only one.
Howard, baby, our section, half of our section is already sold out. Stop it. No.
Yeah, I'm sure it's student tickets.
Yeah, no, but this was still. I want to give A&T their flowers for this game. Definitely coming back from, a harder start off, and to come back and keep going all the way up into the leading and last score. So, love that for them. Good job.
They did. Like you said, they scored 20 points in the third quarter. That's really unheard of. 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter. It's very rare that a lot of teams get the ball that many times. To get the ball 3 times and score every time, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Everything was clicking for them boys, man. Everything was clicking. Everything was click, clackety, clicking.
Yeah. Once again, week 10. Here we go. This is week 10. Howard B, my central legal Eagles there, and also regular Eagles as well.
Have mercy.
And then
trap game.
Then you got Southern versus FAMU. Definitely always a great game. And then we got some more coming up this week. It's gonna be a great week of football.
Definitely. But you know it's my time. God.
Well, here we go.
You know, this is me and Jerry time. This is what time we came on here for this. This is what we came to do. This is where I show my behind and everybody get in line because it's the players of the week, aka City Boy Award winners.
City Boy.
I'm telling you, and guess what? Guess what, y'all? One city just went up in flames. It went up in flames. The police had to get called this week. They had to call the fire department.
Not the police.
The city was lit this week.
We're
gonna start with this boy, Jerry. You were talking about. Tell us up.
Hey man, Bashul Tutton, 30 carries, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like I said earlier, a guy had over 200 yards in a football game running. He ran the whole field twice and more. This boy is going stupid on them boys. What'd he get, Rob?
Man, you already know what this boy get, man. He first of all, he 256 yards. He went up the field, back down the field. Then he just stopped at the middle. That's what he did.
Give a little bit more. Give about 6 yards.
Yeah, this boy get a city boy. He get a city boy award, man. Definitely. He tore Charlotte up. He went to Charlotte. He was like, man, forget this. Let's go to Charlotte. Let's tear this city up. Let's get right, man. This G-Ho. We had J.R. Smith in here talking about it's the best thing in the world besides the Super Bowl and All-Star Weekend. So he tore it up, man. Shout out to the running backs at A&T, man. They be producing.
Mm-hmm.
Almost cried when I saw this.
You might as well go ahead and do it, Ron.
Everybody call him D. He be D. You might as well call him Devo out there. Because he was rumbling, tumbling, and fumbling out there, man. 13 carries for 252 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think they was tackling out there. Like, they saw him running, and they was like, my bad, brother, go ahead. Let's go. Like, this is the true definition of slave feet. He was gone. He was definitely gone. And that boy get a city boy. That boy tore up the city. He went to Columbia, you know. We ain't gonna call it his real name, but other people call it Columbia, but it's Columbia, South Carolina. He told them boys, man, it was homecoming for them, man. Shout out to them Benedict boys. They still undefeated. They gonna go to the playoffs and show out, man.
Hold on, dog. Before we go, man, I gotta tell y'all that he averaged 20 yards a carry. The field is only 100 yards. 20 yards a carry, that is ridiculous. And he only had, 13 carries?
13.
That's crazy.
13. And guess what? Four of them carries for touchdowns.
Oh, my God. Because, dog, if you look back at the last guy we were talking about from A&T, he had 30 carries. He had twice as many carries as DeAndre. So, I mean, it's crazy to get 13 carries over 200 yards. This man was going off for 4 touchdowns. Oh, my God. I need him on my fantasy team.
What? What? And guess what, Jerry? He said I don't need 1 water bottle because I need 2 because that's what I'm a monster like that. He said I need 2 water bottles.
That boy was on the man, all of that.
Shoot, he said ain't enough water on the sideline out there, man. Ain't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, go ahead, Robert, take this one.
Okay, so this guy, Alfonso Graham, he's a junior at Morgan State. And we already have saw Morgan State really put it down. Sorry about that, Ron, because they kind of tore your team up, and oh, that's crazy. But Alfonso Graham's running back, 18 carries, 123 yards. 2 touchdowns. I mean, the score was 41. He scored 14 of those points. Really great statistics for this young man. And one is Morgan State. This is the MEAC, right? So it's really good. Yeah. Morgan State's in the MEAC. Yeah. So big conference game win for them. But specifically, this young man has been putting up stats really all season. Like he's at 789 yards right now. So like really doing well going into, week 10 for him. So this is great. This is, one of those other, situations where we want to see our HBCU athletes not only get highlighted on our platforms, but other places as well. So don't know what his future lies for him, but I hope he finishes up the season as strong as he is right now. So, of course, without further ado, Ron, what does this young man from your Morgan State get?
Man, this man said South Carolina State. The who dogs? The no good luck dogs. That's what they said. This boy tore up the field. Man, he was toting that thing. I ain't even gonna lie, but he get a city boy. City boy. He went back to the DMV. He started jugging and jiving down there because you know how those DMV people do it. They be getting the dancing and all that other stuff. I don't know how to do it, but they be getting it down there. You already know.
Hey, that dance they be doing to that Tim song be going crazy.
Exactly. Exactly. But this boy right here now, Jay, this boy he did 2 weeks in a row now. It was on last week. And he on this week. That boy found a formula and he actually put it together and he actually produced it on that field. Man, Jay Flowers, 12 for 21 for 233 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now understand this, guys. In a whole game, he only threw 21 times. Usually he throw for like 30. He throw for like 35, 40. That's his normal throwing range number out there. But he didn't even throw a lot. He didn't even put a lot of work out on the field. Just to have that numbers and produce a win against Campbell is an amazing, man. It's just an amazing. But you already know the team was at G-Ho. It was homecoming, so he said I had to put on for the city. And that boy get a City Boy award this week. 2-time winner. City Boy.
2 times.
City Boy.
2 times.
City Boy. Boy, Jay Flowers, we giving you your flowers, man.
Got Antonio Meeks. There he is. Yes, sir. My dog has 6 catches, 212 yards for 2 tugs. Not one. He got 2 tugs. Woo! That boy was going off. 200 yards. If you get 100 yards as a receiver, a tight end, anybody catching the ball, you're having a great game. He didn't do 100 yards. He did 200 yards. So he really snapped out and went crazy on them boys last week. What'd he get, dog?
That boy from it's the Tuskegee way. Hey, we can't say the Tuskegee way. Man, that boy told Tuskegee, man, this is like Madden stats. You know what I'm saying? This boy told him. But this boy get a City Boy. This boy get a City Boy award. You already know what it is. This boy told Tuskegee up, man.
Yes, sir.
He was the life of the party down there. Life of the party. Shoot, go ahead and take this one, Robin.
All right, Zachary Leslie, 4 catches, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. When North Carolina A&T really have done the damn thing this past weekend, like really did put in some great numbers. And this is kind of what we're known to kind of see North Carolina A&T and where they are. You know, they kind of had a pretty rough start, but now they kind of getting back into where they actually normally are. So Zachary Leslie definitely showed out, 4 catches, You know, it was a really great game overall with the entire team, but you know, you always want to make sure you acknowledge the standout kids. And Zachary also has been doing very well this season altogether. So, you know, yeah, exactly. They actually came around, you know what I'm saying? So that game was killer. You know, they were in there 10 points in the first quarter and then came back around after that. After really when the third quarter started, they hit the ground running. So and Zach definitely had a lot to do with that. So go ahead without further ado, Ron, hit him with the city boy.
I really ain't gotta say too much because it's three of them boys on here. I'm telling you, they had to bring the fire, they had to bring the police down and everything. You already know, and them boys get it. City boy. Them boys get a City Boy Award. City Boy Award. Definitely. And these are some of the honorable mentions that could have made the list, but I feel like they did enough, but they it wasn't there, but they did enough. They definitely did enough. So AJ Davis, FAMU running back, 18 carries for 108 yards. I feel like if he wasn't running that rock with McLeod and Jennings, those three running backs really carried FAMU during that homecoming game. Mm-hmm. Because if it went for the running game, it wouldn't set up the passing game for Asheed. It wouldn't set up the passing game for X-Man and Jeremy. So just shout out to the running backs at FAMU and just carrying that team this week, man. Jones from BCU, he did his thing. I ain't gonna lie. 25 for 36, 270 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's crazy. He did his thing. Some weeks he be up, some weeks he be down. But when that boy up, he gonna put up some stats. That's all I can say about Jones. When he up there, he definitely gonna put on some stats, man. My boy Sanders, he was a little bit shaky now.
No.
Stop a little bit shaky now. This ain't Shador like numbers. I put you on there because you ran one in. I forgot to put your rushing stats on there. That was my bad. But you ran one in, so you better be glad because you're about to get off.
Hold on, Ron, because other week he had I want to say 3 touchdowns, and you ain't put him on there.
No, I put him on there last week. I told you he was an honorable mention because he didn't have the statistic of the yards.
And what has he got? He shouldn't be on it at all then.
No, he's on there because he has that rushing touchdown too. The rushing factor what made him get on there. I didn't put his rushing stats on there.
Well, how long was the rushing touchdown?
It was a 40-yard touchdown. Okay. Like a 40-yard touchdown. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
He
really don't run the ball like that.
I got it. I'll take that.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of like put him on. Now, if it was only this, he would have been off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have been off.
Just making sure now.
Yeah, trust me. My stuff is still the same. I don't go up. I don't go down. I stay right here.
All right. He's switching.
Shoot, Jeremy Musa, my boy, Moo.
Yes, sir.
You threw 2 interceptions. That's why your ass on here. If your ass didn't throw 2 interceptions, you would have been on the City Boys. You got in the club, but you didn't go to VIP.
That boy ain't got no section.
He general admission.
He general admission. You go in, you get some daps, you get some love. You got love on the DJ, but you didn't go to the booth. You can't go to the booth.
He still got to pay for his drinks at the bar.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. He may get one free because bartender.
He in the standing room.
Yeah, he may get one free.
But he was invited.
He's saying excuse me at least 25 times.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You already know. My boy Davis, he came back from injury, had a tremendous game. That was on a 4-game losing streak against Alabama A&M. He definitely played good. I could not put him on there because if it weren't for him, they wouldn't have won that game. 11 for 25, 140, and 2 touchdowns. That's his usual stats of the game. Just looking for him to do better and better each week. And Andrew Buddy
Andrew Body.
Definitely had to put you on here. I wish we can get a new offensive coordinator. God dang. If you just had an offensive coordinator, you would be so much better, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just gonna have to leave it at that, and should have stayed your ass at the Dome Award.
South Carolina State, the entire team essentially, but definitely the defense. Ron is upset. Definitely the defense. Definitely quarterback threw 2 interceptions, not 1 but 2. Yeah, so that was kind of a tough loss to Morgan State on that. That's crazy. Southern just
whole team. Yeah.
Whole team.
Yeah.
Bless their heart. You know, they let it go. Whatever. Alcorn defense, definitely let the defense go, considering how they've been playing throughout the season. And Grambling, but I still think again it was the element of they, you know, probably thought that Grambling wasn't going to be as good, and you know, which I mean, they in all retrospect, like they haven't been good this season. Like we're not gonna, you know, create an illusion here. However, I think they just thought that they had it, and it was like, oh wait, hold on, that's crazy. They really playing for real. So yeah, I think they just let their guard down. Ideally, why I understand that the whole Corn defense is, you know, they should have just stayed home. And then lastly, we got Arkansas Pine Bluff running backs, all of them. You put running backs plural. All of the third
running backs with an S, so that's more than one.
He said all of them. Actually. 20 yards in total.
20 yards total.
They was tied. They was in practice late this week, so they had to run. And so when it came to running, they couldn't run no more.
They should have stayed. They should have stayed their ass in Arkansas.
I'm tired, man. I'm like, what's your boy from? I'm tired, man.
I'm tired, man.
They should have stayed their ass. They should have stayed their ass on the bus. I can do
literally should have stayed at the house. That's crazy. But you know, better not. You know, we're in week 10, guys. Then we're nearing the end. We gotta get it together. If you ain't got it, you ain't just gonna have it.
And Robbie, if you ain't got it together now, you might as well not get it together.
That's it.
Ain't no
That's it. That's really it, guys. Well, we got 3 more weeks. How many weeks we have left?
What? I think
3.
4, 3, 3.
3 and 4?
3 weeks.
I think it's 3.
3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right now. All right, so we got some MEAC and other HBCUs games coming up this weekend. We got Norfolk State and North Carolina A&T. Are these all Saturday? I know my homecoming game is on Saturday. That's awesome.
These games are all Saturday.
Yes. So as a reminder, our fans, folks that are watching, that you can watch these games on HBCU League Pass. It may not be all of the games, but you can definitely get updates on the games that are happening, get to watch the games. So if you are not signed up, subscribed with HBCU League Pass, now is the time, because we only have 3 or 4 weeks left. But yes, outside of Norfolk State, we got Morgan State at Stony Brook.
They should win that one, Robin.
Okay.
They should win that one. Yeah.
Delaware State and South Carolina State, definitely a good MEAC game there. Or not. Okay. Well, here you go. William and Mary at Hampton. You got Howard and Central.
Yes.
That's my homecoming. Central's gonna win. I'm just letting y'all know, but it's just gonna be a live game, you know, because just Howard ain't nowhere from us. They're only about 3 hours away. So, but
how far are we talking about? That's far. 4 hours.
Man, that's a drive. That's just a good little drive. You get in the car, get you some gas, keep going. And
You go through about 9 states.
I'm not about to touch the geographical map with you. Not doing it. SWAC games. Bama and A&M. They're gonna be at Mississippi Valley, right?
Yep, and the
Yeah.
score is Bama A&M 7. Mississippi Valley broke their record. They scored 14 points.
Oh
What?
wow! They winning this game for real? That's crazy.
They scored 14 points. They broke their 7-point record.
That's
Damn.
crazy. That's what's up.
Wait,
Congrats
they
to
haven't
them.
scored over 7 points this whole season, 10 games.
Exactly. And
Oh,
you know, they
good
got
for them.
7 minutes left in the
Okay,
second quarter.
nice.
They're not gonna win.
They surely are 0-8. Wow.
They're not gonna win, but it's okay. Good job for 14. They're not
Hey, that's still good for them. All right.
And what did we just say? We just
We'll
said if you
We'll
ain't got
check back
together
in
yet,
with them after the show.
we just said if we ain't got together, there ain't no reason to get together. So what the hell they doing?
Literally, whatever. But UAPB is going to be at Grambling, Alabama State at BCU, and then of course the game of the games, Jackson State v Texas Southern in Houston at 7 p.m. Central.
Sold out crowd.
Sold out crowd, baby. Sold out crowd. And it's gonna be on what is it? It's gonna be on ESPN too.
It probably will be. Let me see. That game will be on ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus. Got it.
Definitely. Game will
Yeah,
be on ESPN Plus.
Great games coming up. Coming up.
Robin.
Yeah. You know what it is. What it is for us. You know what I'm saying. But I'll start off with Howard first to give them some tips and tricks on how to have a competition, have a chance with us. Hello. Definitely have to run the ball. I don't really know how Howard has been doing this entire season. I do know. Let's take a quick glance here. Quick.
They are at bad.
I mean,
they haven't lost the conference game.
Yeah,
they 2-0 in the conference now.
They're 2-0 in the conference. I mean, but they're okay. Anyway, they're 3-5 overall, 2-0 in the conference. That's fine. That's dandy. Whatever. Run the ball, slow the game down. And by slow the game down, Ron, can you talk to us about exactly what does that mean?
That means making sure on offense you are eating up the clock. Make sure you give your defense enough time to rest, because this is a team that can score in a matter of 1 minute and have your defense back out there tired, huffing and puffing, blowing. So offense, make sure you use your time wisely. Make sure you get 3rd and 2. You don't want to be in 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12. You don't want to be in that situation. Howard. 3rd and 3 and 5. If you at 3 and 8, 3 and 9, it's gonna kind of look bad for you on 3rd down. 3 and 5 and up, good. Slow the game down. Right.
That's it. And be physical. Play all 4 quarters and do not make simple mistakes. Y'all are on I'm not, voting for you guys, but you are doing very well, and considering that you're on a 2-week win streak. So keep the momentum, but you are away. So hello. NCCU, my family, my kids, my children, if you will. You said, let Richard be Richard. All right, let him go. Let him play. Let him be what he needs to be.
Let him be him.
Yeah, I like that. Let him be him. Spread the ball out. Let everybody eat. Don't hog the ball. But I feel like they've been doing a great job with this in totality of it being a team-oriented, type of gameplay that they've been producing, which I feel like, again, just comparing this year from last year, we didn't see but not as much as this year, of the cohesiveness between the teams, coaches, all of that good stuff. So essentially just continue doing what you're doing. And again, of course, don't make simple mistakes. Don't let, the record of Howard dictate how the game is going to go. You just never know, because people be coming on the road and be winning, especially don't embarrass me at homecoming. That's disrespectful. So let's just go ahead and win, and let's just call it a day. Yeah.
Robert, what's the score for this game?
I'm calling 28-17. 28-17.
Okay. What about you, Big
Dog?
I'm leaning towards the same thing. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than what the record indicates. Because Howard is 3-5, they have won 2 back-to-back games, so they're on somewhat of a high right now. On the other side with North Carolina Central, they've been doing good all season. 6-2. I think they're what is their record in the conference? I don't know what their record is, but it's pretty good.
2-1.
2-1.
Because we lost to did we lose to South Carolina State? Yeah. We lost to South Carolina State.
Yeah. So I do feel like Central will win this game with it being homecoming. But I think when they schedule this game, teams usually schedule homecoming to be a sorry team. That's what everybody wants to do every year. So I think they were kind of thinking that Howard was going to be worse than what they are. And I think this game will be a lot closer than what they expected. My score is 24-17.
24.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Okay.
But who got 24?
North Carolina Central. North Carolina Central. I mean, they playing a 3-5 team.
This game, like I told Jared last week, this game is definitely going to be a trap game. Like, even though it's homecoming for Central, they have to be on their P's and Q's. You can't be distracted this week. I know some of their school was at G-Ho. Then you have your homecoming too. Like that can clash sometimes. So Howard, they coming in a conference 2-0. They're not scared. They've been playing good football, but some of their games haven't been getting over the hump. They actually played Yale and Harvard pretty good. So just looking at that, I'd say the score is going to be I say 31 North Carolina Central, Howard 17.
Ooh, that's a big spread though.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm gonna give them boys. But Central should pull this out. But it's a trap.
I'm gonna write it down. So that
I'm writing it down too.
Yeah. All right, Ron, you had who?
Howard. I had Howard at 17 to what I said, 31. 31, yeah.
All right, 31-17 Central.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Jerry, you had 24-14 or 24-17. Why y'all taking my numbers?
Yeah, 14,
I feel like
I had
28-17.
Oh, you had 28-17. Okay.
Thank
so we
you.
all said 17. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not going to score over 17 points.
17 points is not even an even score number for a game. So that's weird that we all just said it.
No, because it's 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I know that. I just know they can't kick a field goal. I know they can at least get a field goal. The 2 touchdowns, yeah, that's on them. They gotta do that.
Yeah, I'm really trying to be generous. I could have said 7. I could have really said 6.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just thinking about.
I'm sticking to my 17.
I'm just thinking about their receivers. Their receivers are good, and their receivers do go up and get the ball when the ball's in the air. So they at least can get 14 points.
Who you talking about, Ron? What team?
Howard. They can at least get 14 with their receivers.
Yeah. There it is.
The game the game that we've been waiting on. I know I've been waiting on this game. This game is literally a rivalry in the making from years past. The first time they came to Tallahassee was 2019. When I say it was homecoming, and we didn't even have homecoming yet. It was a homecoming game. Southern brought like 3,000 of their people, and literally like Bragg was sold out.
Oh yeah, because it ain't nowhere from Baton Rouge to Tallahassee now.
Yeah. So literally, this game is going to be epic. This game is going to have a lot of riding on it. It's just, it's going to be a fun environment around.
This a band game for sure.
Exactly.
This is a band game.
It's going to be a
dance.
Yeah, and definitely, I know the two bands are going to be there too. So definitely watch this game if you have time. Southern, get 2 turnovers. That's all you got to do on defense just to stay in the game is get 2 turnovers. We can see that Fam does turn the ball over if you get them in a predicament. If you get Coach Willie in a bad play calling, they can turn the ball over. Jeremy does have a gun, so make him make those tight throws if you're Southern on defense. Control the time on the clock. Southern, you really have to control the time on the clock because if you don't, it's going to be a long game for y'all. It's definitely going to be a long game for y'all. So definitely control the time on the clock, and you'll kind of dictate the pace of the game. Don't let McCray pass the ball over 25 times. I think Dooley know that. I think Southern know that. I think everybody in the world kind of know that, looking at the last week's game. And run the ball. You're going against a run-stopping defense. So if you have success running the ball against a FAMU defense, it's going to be a long day for FAMU. I'm telling you that right now. Definitely going to be a long day for FAMU. And on the FAMU side, control the line of scrimmage. That's what you have to do if you're FAMU. On defense and offense, you have to control the line of scrimmage. You're going up against the number 2 defense in the SWAC. So if you don't control that line of scrimmage, Southern will control you. So that's just, something about their defense that you got to, look at. Be physical. You have to be physical in all phases. Offense, defense, special teams, field goals. If you're not physical with this defense right here, they will set you down, put you in your place, and we will be looking stupid on Saturday talking about woulda, shoulda, coulda.
I actually think they're going to blow them out. I think FAM is going to blow Southern out, actually.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you my score. I think it's going to be like I said 38-6.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going with it.
Robert came back with a vengeance.
God.
If you don't want to know my prediction, then.
Yes, I do.
So, Jerry, what's your prediction?
So going off of these past games, Southern is a high-powered, high-scoring offense. This last game they had against Jackson State does not show that. They didn't score any points. But who has scored a lot of points against Jackson State? Exactly. So points per game, this team averages 34.8 points per game. And FAMU, as a football program, we have not been able to score over. I think our points per game is at 23.8, so around 24 points per game. And of course, that does depend on the matchup. And of course, a lot of that is the 86-point game that they had. What?
Well, cancel the game. Cancel the game.
The band not coming?
Why? Why, Ray Ray?
I have to call some people to make sure that's true.
Hold on, man. That might change my score. If the band is not coming, that changes my score.
Right.
Yeah, that definitely changed my score too.
So we got
28-24.
I ain't gonna lie. I think they're gonna bring the band. I think some change is gonna take place. They're gonna bring the band. But as of right now, if the band is coming, my score is Southern 31, FAMU 24. If the band comes.
What? You said what, Jerry?
Southern 31, FAMU 24.
31-24 Southern. All right.
I'm gonna have to get on my. Oh, he said a band member, Pat. Oh, dang.
Oh,
Oh no!
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry for that band member, for real, for real. Damn.
Oh no!
Yeah, that changed.
That
That changed the outcome of the whole game for real.
Wow. Game.
Yeah, that changes my whole outlook of it too.
Yeah, because Southern band right there. Yeah, that changed. Yeah, that changed my prediction for real.
Yeah.
But sorry for the band and that their moms and dads and stuff like that. Oh yeah, R.I.P. to that person for real, for real.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. But the score that I was gonna have now, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what score that's gonna be. I say the score is definitely gonna be FAMU 34, Southern 21.
So with that knowledge that I have now, my score does change. My score changes. I got a score of 24-14. We're still hitting 24. They're just not going to score 31.
Okay, 24-14.
Yeah.
And then Ron, you have 34-21.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm keeping mine the same. I'm not changing.
Plus, you got to think about this. We got a 14 winning streak in Bragg. A 14 game winning streak in Bragg. We haven't lost in Bragg since Jackson State.
Well, we're not gonna jinx it. We're just gonna say that the momentum is going to continue going on and on.
Yeah, every record is meant to be broken. That's the purpose of a record.
Well, guess what, Jared? It ain't gonna be broken.
Not going to be this weekend.
It's not.
There?
Yeah, it's not. It's not. No band coming 24-14.
It's not. But
thank you.
Yeah. But thank you guys for being on the show. Thank y'all to my two lovely co-hosts. They do an amazing job for me. Thank the viewers in YouTube land. I like that word. I need to copyright that word, YouTube land, because TV land.
You better watch all these videos. I'm sure somebody just said it. You gotta
YouTube
be careful.
Land. Yeah, I think they did say
it. Now that I say it out loud, I feel like I've said it before.
YouTube land. So
you can still say it, Ron, though.
Yeah,
you can trademark it. If they ain't trademark it, hell, it's still yours.
Right. That's the key. Get in there.
That's how they get us every time.
Yeah, true. You're right about that.
You made electricity, huh? Did you trademark it?
Wow.
Oh, snap. But make sure y'all please subscribe. Make sure y'all please give a like. Please give a comment. And, make sure y'all share. Make sure this page grow. And we'll definitely catch y'all next week. We'll see you guys. One love. Y'all got anything to say?
No, I think just overall, if you haven't heard it today, we love you. Just some positivity. There's a lot of, just some really sad energy going around. Just people experiencing death and just, unforeseen circumstances. So just maybe want to send some positive love and light to everybody,
Yeah. I mean,
just feel like that's needed.
Piggybacking off of that, I've yesterday was when did Takeoff pass? That was what, Wednesday, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was 4 different deaths that I saw on social media that
literally. Yeah.
So, hug your family tonight. Tell people that you don't necessarily talk to every day that you love them. People that you may have fallen out with, that you love them. Because there's nothing in this world that's more important in your life. So
yeah. Facts.
RIP to Takeoff and his family. The Migos, they literally was family. So, just like these my two lovely co-hosts said, make sure you do everything you can to tell people that you love them, and just talk to them, pick up the phone and say hey to them. But thank y'all, love y'all, peace out.